Here are your Court News Ohio top stories in 5 minutes. At the Palace Theater in Marion, you see a charm that's often overlooked throughout Ohio. Inside the beautiful building, you witness a different story.
We can never let our guard down when it comes to fighting addiction.
That battle in the opioid and drug epidemic was brought to light on the big screen in a documentary titled Second Chances: 1 Year in Ohio's Drug Courts. Produced by the Ohio Supreme Court, it followed 3 specialized dockets, including Marion County Municipal Court Judge Teresa Ballinger's.
My undergrad degree is social work, so my approach to a lot of problems comes from that angle.
The special screening was a way to enlighten citizens about what drug courts do and the struggle for those with substance use disorders.
It's an honest and open and candid look at drug courts and the participants. It is blunt and it is real.
I've been fully self-supporting for 2 months.
Perhaps no person in the film displayed those difficulties more than Timmy Dickinson.
I've been in and out of jail and rehabs and detoxes for the past 3 years.
As part of a panel after the feature, the Marion native credited the drug court and its staff in helping her understand all levels of her addiction.
The people that I thought were against me were really there to support me, and I grew.
As attendees asked questions delving deeper into drug courts and the services they provide, they realized that the rehabilitation process goes beyond the criminal justice system and those in recovery.
Once a person puts all the work into getting sober and rebuilding a life, and they go into a community that doesn't accept them or doesn't acknowledge change, it sort of becomes a hollow victory.
It's not how we treat the healthiest of our population. It's how we treat the most vulnerable and the most dependent and those in need.
All right.
In Sandusky County Court, Judge John Colasar's courtroom,
You may be seated.
he hears a wide variety of cases, but some above others have a greater impact on his court and the community.
We decided that rather than allowing people to proceed down that road kind of unimpeded, we would give them an option to get treatment.
9 years ago, he brought hope with the implementation of an operating a vehicle while impaired court.
You don't want people coming back and reoffending. And I also felt that it was part of the judicial role to give people the tools so they don't end up getting more serious offenses.
For decades, it was mainly an issue with alcohol. Now there are more and bigger problems.
Crashes where there's impairment, 44% of those drivers that were tested, they found drugs in their system compared to 39% where they found alcohol.
So Judge Colasar started a drug court 4 years later to tackle both issues in tandem.
I don't think anyone comes in, starts using drugs thinking they're going to be addicted, but they have a reason for going down that road.
With the development of the programs and staff expanding to coordinate those cases, the court has a new hope. It stands for honesty, openness, participation, and engagement. The new image is not only a display for those already in the criminal justice system, but will be used like more familiar initiatives for increased community outreach and awareness.
We're still learning every day how to do our jobs better.
There is a phrase that has been used repeatedly about Cleveland, and it is called the best location in the nation.
Ohio Supreme Court Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor was recently in Cuyahoga County as an ambassador of the state. At the Conference of Court Public Information Officers, the Chief Justice expanded upon the evolution of the judiciary during her tenure.
It's not just about trials day in and day out. Courts have become agents of change.
Few things have more proof of that progression on the bench than drug courts. During the conference, Chief Justice O'Connor was part of a panel discussing the opioid and drug epidemic and how sentiments have altered toward those dealing with addiction.
I liken it to the fact if somebody has cancer, you don't say, they're a cancer. You say they're suffering from cancer.
As scientific developments lead to more insight about substance use disorder, Chief Justice O'Connor stressed the importance of judges and their staffs to stay informed for themselves and their citizens.
We need to educate the public as a way to build and maintain support for our courts. We need to show that we are dealing with the problems that society hands us.
And that's a look at Court News Ohio's top stories. Visit courtnewsohio.gov for the latest headlines on Ohio's courts. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.